So you are all set for the money then?
The boy named Crow asked in his characteristic sluggish voice, the kind of voice that you have when you just woken up and your mouth feels heavy and dull, but he's just pretending. He's totally awake, as always. I nod.
How much?
I reviewed the numbers in my head. Close to 400,000 yen in cash, plus some money I can get from the ATM. I know it's not a lot, but it should be enough for the time being.
Not bad.
The boy named Crow says,
For the time being.
I give him another nod.
I'm guessing this isn't Christmas money from Santa Claus.
Yeah, you're right, I reply.
Crow smirks and looks around.
I imagine you've started out by refilling drawers. Am I right?
I don't say anything. He knows whose money we're talking about, so there's no need for any long-winded interrogations. He's just giving me a hard time.
No matter.
Crow says,
You really need this money and you're going to get it. Beg, borrow, or steal. It's your father's money, so who cares, right? Get your hands on that much and you should be able to make it for the time being. But what's the plan after it's all gone? Money isn't like mushroom in the forest. It doesn't just pop up on its own, you know. You'll need to eat, a place to sleep. One day, you're going to run out.
I'll think about that when the time comes, I say.
When the time comes.
Crow repeats as if weighing these words in his hand. I nod.
Like getting a job or something?
Maybe, I say.
Crow shakes his head.
You know, you've got a lot to learn about the world. Listen, what kind of job could a 15-year-old kid get in some far-off place he's never been to before? You haven't even finished junior high. Who do you think's going to hire you?
I blushed a little. It doesn't take much to make me blush.
Forget it.
He says,
You're just starting out and I shouldn't lay all this depressing stuff on you. You've already decided what you're going to do, and all that's left is to set the wheel in motion. I mean, it's your life. Basically, you have to go with what you think is right.
That's right. When all is said and done, it is my life.
I'll tell you one thing though. You're going to have to get a lot tougher if you want to make it.
I'm trying my best, I say.
I'm sure you are.
Crow says,
This last few years you've grown a whole lot stronger. I've got to hand it to you.
I nod again.
But let's face it, you're only 15.
Crow goes on.
Your life's just begun, and there's a ton of things out in the world where you never laid eyes on. Things you never could imagine.
As always, we're sitting beside each other on the old sofa in my father's study. Crow loves to study and all the little objects scattered around there. If my father was at home, you can bet Crow would never go anywhere near it. But I have to get out of here, I tell him. No two ways about it.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
He places the paperweight back on the table and links his hand behind his head.
Not that running away is going to solve everything. I don't want to rain on your parade or anything, but I wouldn't count on escaping this place if I were you. No matter how far you run, distance might not solve anything.
The boy named Crow lets out a sigh, then rests a fingertip on each of his closed eyelids and speak to me from the darkness within.
How about we play a game?
He says. All right, I say. I close my eyes and quietly take a breath.
Okay, picture a terrible sandstorm.
He says.
Get everything else out of your head.
I do as he says. Get everything else out of my head. I forgot who I am even. I'm a total blank. Then things begin to surface. Things that, as we sit here on the old leather sofa in my father's study, both of us can see.
Sometimes fate is like a small sandstorm that keeps changing direction.
Crow says.
Sometimes fate is like a small sandstorm that keeps changing direction. You change direction, but the sandstorm chases you. You turn again, but the storm adjusts. Over and over you play this out, like some ominous dance with death just before dawn. Why? Because this storm isn't something that blew in from far away, something that has nothing to do with you. This storm is you, something inside you. So all you can do is give in to it, step right inside the storm, closing your eyes and walk through it, step by step. There's no sun there, no moon, no direction, no sense of time. Just fine white sand swirling up into the sky like pulverized bones. That's the kind of sandstorm you need to imagine.
And that's exactly what I do. I imagine a white funnel stretching vertically up like a thick rope. My eyes are closed tight, hands cupped over my ears so those fine grains of sand can't blow inside me. The sandstorm draws steadily closer. I can feel the air pressing on my skin. It really is going to swallow me up. The boy called Crow rests a hand softly on my shoulder, and with that, the storm vanishes.
From now on, no matter what, you've got to be the world's toughest 15 years old. That's the only way you're going to survive. And in order to do that, you've got to figure out what it means to be tough. You following me?
I keep my eyes closed and don't reply. I just want to sink off into sleep like this, his hands on my shoulder. I hear the faint flutter of wings.
You're going to be the world's toughest 15-year-old.
Crow whisper as I try to fall asleep, as if he were carving the words in a deep blue tattoo in my heart.
And you really have to make it through that violent metaphysical storm. No matter how metaphysical or symbolic it might be, make no mistake about it. It will cut through flesh like 1,000 razor blades. People will bleed there, and you will bleed too. Hot, red blood. You'll catch that blood in your hands, your own blood and the blood of others. And once the storm is over, you won't remember how you made it through, how you managed to survive. You won't even be sure, in fact, whether the storm is really over. But one thing is certain, when you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person who walked in. That's what this storm's all about.
On my 15th birthday, I run away from home, journey to a far-off town, and live in a corner of a small library. It take a week to go into the whole thing, all the details, so I'll just give the main point. On my 15th birthday, I'll run away from home, journey to a far-off town, and live in a corner of a small library. It sounds a little like a fairy tale, but it's no fairy tale, believe me, no matter what sort of spin you put on it.